YTPC, Uncle Butter, here, coming back at you live and direct on my wonderful back porch in Adams County, Pennsylvania, home of the Battle of Gettysburg, and all things Apple. Doing a VR to Tennessee Bull today, and I tried, old boy, to narrow it down, and I'm going to tell you 3 short ones instead of 1. So, anyways, 2 kind of, hey, you're just a kid screwing around, and 1, I don't know why I did that, but it happened. Anyway, the first one is, it's a couple years ago. I'm 37, so this isn't me really being a kid. This is me just whatever. Well, anyway, my good friend's couple buys a house like 10, 12 miles from here, and they're big. He's a big Philadelphia sports fan, so we built a bar in his basement, the whole thing. We're gonna get this, get this all painted Philadelphia Eagles for him and the whole thing. So we were going down to his wife's cousin's house down in northern Maryland, and a distance of maybe like 25 miles. And he's like, you know what would look good in the old bar there, boy? Uncle Butter. And I said, what's that? And he says, I'll show you. So he drives down, he pulls off the side of the road, and there was a road sign that said Eagles Nest Road. And I'm like, oh my God, shenanigans are going to ensue here. So I said, okay, well, let's just take a look at it, see what we need. And of course, it's a 10 or 12 foot tall pole sticking out of the ground. I'm like, I don't even know how the hell we're going to get it. And I was looking at it with a flashlight, and I was like, I don't even know how to get that fastener off there. And I'm a fastener guy. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell kind of fastener that is. So we come back at over under the cloak of darkness, and brought some tools with us. And I was like, you know what? Let's just cut the son of a bitch off with a reciprocating saw about 4 foot from the top and just throw it in the back. He said, no problem, old boy. I got me a reciprocating saw, and I got a power inverter, so you can run it. All right. So I said, let's get it hooked up, and we'll pull up. I'll just jump out, jump in a bed. Done. Eagles Nest sign. We'll take it apart at the house. So jump out. The reciprocating saw plugged in. Uncle Butter stands on the rail of the truck because it's like up here. Hit the button. No go. I'm like, oh my God. You got to be kidding me. Cars are going by. The whole thing. I'm jumping in and out of the bed, in and out of the bed, in and out of the bed. And I get up on the rail, and I'm like, I can't see anything up there. I mean, the plane was just bump, and the thing falls like timber, boom, and it was going to be done. So now it's a whole other operation now. So I get up there, and I reach way up, and I feel the head of a bolt and a nut. I'm like, okay, well, we'll see if we can do something about this here now. So I said, well, you got a ratchet set in that bag of tricks of yours? And he says, yeah. I said, you got any box end wrenches? Yeah, okay. So I get up there, and I'm doing it. I can't, just nothing's happening. I mean, it's just turning and turning and turning and turning. And I'm in and out of this thing. And I'm like, I'm 320 pounds now, so I was probably like, I don't know, this is 4 or 5 years ago, so I was probably like 285 or something. So it's a lot. Standing on your tippy toes. It was like up downs. Standing on your tippy toes, laying in the bed of the truck. Standing on your tippy toes, laying in the bed of the truck. I'm like, ugh, ugh. So it goes like 5, 6 times, and he's like, let's just forget about it. I'm like, oh, the hell, we're forgetting about it. This is like, this sign is now, a casualty. It's got to be taken off the battlefield. So I finally just get up there, and I'm really wrenching hard, and I slip. I was like, get me, like that. And I almost went down, almost broke my ass real hard. But when I did, the last thing I reach up for, I grab the sign, and the sign is now way down on the top of this pole. So I'm like, oh, okay, here now, don't you know? So I get up on, a couple cars go by. I get up there, and I just use, Uncle Butter angry, Uncle Butter smash. I pull the son of a bitch down, and we got her out of there. The other one of the other stories was, And yes, he does have it up in his bar. I know we never did tell anyone until this very moment. So, uh, my cousin, another sign stealing story. My cousin and I, this is like 15, 20 years ago. Um, coming into a town, he's got an 86 Mercury Lynx. And 86 Mercury Lynx is like a Ford Escort. It's a hatchback. It's a four banger. It's before fuel rails. You know, it's just got valve body. Just one big injector. Just, it's not a rocket. So anyway, we're coming into Lawrenceville. Coming around the corner. And he almost smacks his sign. Now, of course, that incenses him and I both to the point where we're like, whoa, dude, fix that damn side here now. So we go and we look at it and said, okay, well, let's go get some tools. See, every time I hear the word, hey, let's just go get some tools, that's kind of like one of those hold my beer and watch this kind of thing. So we go get some tools at my place. We come back, we're loaded to bear. I mean, we could have probably taken apart the Hoover Dam with all the tools we got. So we go up to him and I'm looking. And I just happen to lay my hand against that pole, and the son of a bitch almost goes, whoop, almost down. So I'm like, too easy. We'll take it apart at the house. So I just, again, Uncle Butter angry, Uncle Butter smash, rip it out of the ground. Well, now I got it, a 9-foot sign with a 4-foot by 2-foot big don't use brake retardant sign in my hand next to the road, and the only means of getting the son of a bitch out of there is this 86 Mercury Lynx. So I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? You know, are we leaving it lay, or are we throwing it up in the orchard? What? I said, what the hell are we doing? He says, throw it in the car. I'm like, where am I sitting? So we drive the distance of about 5 miles back to the house, and we're all like, cantilevered and shit in the car. How we go to take it apart? Well, the fasteners that they used are those fasteners they called clutch heads, and I don't have anything to take apart a clutch head. He doesn't want to grind it because he doesn't want to ruin the sign. So we can grind the nuts off the back and whatever. And he's like, I don't want to heat it up and discolor. I'm like, oh my god. So I said, can we just cut the pole off at the bottom of the sign? And I said, yeah, okay. So I don't have any real good tools at this time that are cutting tools. So we go at it. We just can't get it, apart. So we say, you know what? The hell with all this. Him and I, in the middle of the night, this is like 4 a.m. now. Drive this son of a bitch up about 20 miles to a reservoir. Walk in, he's back through some state game lands. Hide the car. You would have thought this was some kind of, MI6 mission or something. Park the car. We both got big hoodies on, like we stole the everlasting gobstopper or something. And we walk and we throw that son of a bitch as far as we can out into that reservoir. And I bet you, I know for a fact I can get back to the exact spot there. And it's still sitting at the bottom of that reservoir, I'm sure. Third story is on Groundhog Day in 2000, I had a real bad car accident. I totaled my vehicle and the whole thing. And just coming home, I wasn't hot dogging. It was just cold. And it was middle of the day, just ice on the road, just T-bone. Car T-boned me on the passenger side. So I get to the hospital, parents are there. Thank God you're alive, our wonderful baby boy. So we're going to have to get some x-rays. We think your son had a concussion. Okay, no problem. Well, meanwhile, there's a whole nother group of people that are there. Like myself and the people that hit me are pretty copacetic. Like, okay, we see that he wasn't doing anything stupid. He lost control. He wasn't driving fast. It just, dumb shit happens sometimes. Across the waiting room, there's this just Donnybrook happening between two families. One family is a family of the victims, and then the other family is the family of the drunk driver that hit their family members. Young kid, no one got seriously super injured, some broken bones, but no one got life flighted out or anything like that. And so, sitting back in the hallway waiting for X-ray, and this state policeman walks up to me. Well, he walks up to the gurney that I'm laying on, and he just lays into me. I mean, hard. I don't know what the hell you were thinking, son. do you know how many people you could have killed today? You know that. I'm like, oh, Trooper, I'm very sorry. You know, I was gonna explain to him what I was doing. He's like, well, that's all well and good, but you know, you should never drink and drive. And I was like, what, huh? And he just berated me, like took all the aggression out that he was having from dealing with that on me. Guess what? Me is the wrong person. The other guy is in X-ray right now. The drunk driver was getting X-rayed, and I took the blame for it. All right. Well, when it all came down, his notes from the incident, because his troop did both accidents obviously that day, but he was the main person for the drunk driver, and his partner was the main guy on my incident. They're not talking to each other. The drunk driver's getting his X-ray. I'm waiting up one side, down the other. You know what Uncle Butter does? Uncle Butter just keeps his mouth shut. They throw the book at me. They throwed it hard. I got 7 points, and I lost my license, and it was a bunch of shenanigans. Now, I don't know what happened to the other guy, but I never told anyone, even my parents, that I just, you know what, that guy was having a bad day, and I just, sure, you're right, sir. I should absolutely be more careful. I'm very sorry. So, yeah. Well, before we close this one off, I want to say how very generous it is, Brother TB, that those pipes you have and the tobacco that you're going to give away. That's a very, very generous set of stuff. But I just wanted to also, just for 2 seconds before I round this one out, I just wanted to ask that we all just think about what's going on in Venezuela a little bit, because we got some friends down there, and we just really need to be sending positive vibes to them, and just thinking about what's going on. I mean, I know there's stuff going on in all our neighborhoods and whatever, but I was talking to old Pipes and Music Renaissance today a little bit, and he's stuck in his house, and you know, it's a bad situation. So, because the protests are so bad down there, and I always think about how close any civilization is to that point. You go to rewrite the Constitution. They're worried about things having too much executive powers, people not being able to get out of the country. The whole thing that Nicka Piper was saying today on his prayer request. So I want to thank him also for taking some leadership on that one. But anyway, I'm gonna chooch on this here Kronos, or excuse me, Chromers English blend. Ooh ah. Unlike always, when you're out in the neighborhood today, if you find yourself in any situations that you know in your heart of hearts that you're not going to be able to help or fix, please, for everyone's sake and your sake, try not to hurt them. Catch you next time.